Good morning, good people. It is time to wake you up in the know, and I am here at Bosseju because I want to share a very special story that, by luck and chance, I stumbled across. And I have a beautiful young lady with an even, I should say, more beautiful heart. I would like to introduce you to Jada. And how are you today, my love?
I'm fine, and how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. And see, she's so polite as well. Now, before we get into the thick of things, just tell us a little about yourself. How old you are, what school you attend.
Well, as you know, my name is Jada Steva, and I just turned 11 a few weeks ago, and I go to Camille Henry Memorial School.
We are here to tell you exactly what Jada is doing, which I think is just something amazing and what I think would be called a random act of kindness. And it is called Jada's Community Service. And this young lady has come up with the brilliant idea of her own free will. And she hands out water to persons walking by, whether they're exercising or walking to work, whatever it may be, in the area.
Well, it's all about me just putting a smile on people's faces. If my mommy already told me that people are not very used to this, and that's why I've gotten many different questions. But I realized for myself that people have second thoughts about taking water from me since it's free, and they asking me like, how comes it's free, why? And some people ask me if I was in trouble and I had to do it. And yeah, I just do it so I can just put a smile on people's faces and give them a story to go ahead and just tell.
Great. Now, I'm happy that you mentioned that because before we recorded off camera, we had such a long conversation, and this was something that Jada mentioned. And I think that, what I want to really bring out with this as well is that we're so used to a world with not that much kindness, so little kindness, that when we do actually receive it, we don't know what to do with it. And here are people questioning just her act of goodwill. So how does it make you feel when they start to question you about what you're doing?
Well, what when people ask me questions, I feel normal. I just feel like answering them straight off without any hesitant thoughts, because I know that this is how people would act, and I know that it's just something they're not used to, so I could just answer them straight off.
Great. Now I know you have a special story, just proving the fact that with this simple act of kindness, how you do make people happy. And it's a story about a gentleman as well, one of the random people walking by. So just tell us about that.
Well, he was just walking up the road. He was on the phone, as I said, and well, while I was sitting right there, and while he came close, I asked, "Would you like a bottle of water?" And he said, "I don't have any money." And I told him that it's free. And my mommy asked if he read the sign, and then when he finally read it, he was so surprised. He was like, "What? I can't believe it! I would love a bottle of water." And he took it, and he was just speaking to me and telling me that I will be in his memory for a very long time. And he told me that God bless me, and I was just there like, that's the most I've ever gotten from somebody, that person took a bottle of water from me.
Great. Now, with this, when did you start it?
I started around late September. Yeah, around that time.
Okay, so you've been doing this for a good couple months already. Great. Now, I know you have a lot of support with your mom as well on this because obviously she's helping facilitate this. And we're very lucky to have her here today. And that way we can get to chat with her as well. So I'd like to introduce you to Mary. As I mentioned, this is Jada's mom. And first of all, this is just something that warms my heart. It's so simple, but it can leave such a great impact. Just as she said, just making somebody happy is something that can help change the world. And how do you feel just seeing how dedicated Jada is to this?
Well, first of all, when she brought it up to me that she would like to do that, I did question. I was like, really, you just want to give water to people? Said, yes, mommy, just a way of giving back to my community. It's just something that I want to do. So I was jokingly asking, who's going to pay that? Who's going to be buying the water? She said, you. I said, I said, okay. And that was it. And by the next day, the same afternoon, I went out and she said, "Mommy, could you buy me 2 cases of water, please?" I said, "But Jay, I told you I have a bad chest." She said, "Can you please buy me 2 cases of water?" I brought it home for her and she started And that's how it's been since. And one person so far did sponsor her to Kiss of Water as Mr. Rambali, and she was grateful, and she's been doing this ever since. You know, most people question it. Why are you doing this? She came to me and she said somebody asked her, why are you doing community service? Did you do something wrong? And I was like, whoa, you asking a child if she did something wrong, giving people water and all of that. And I am very proud of her. I did not tell her the first week, and I watched and I was like, yes, I'm not
Skeptical.
going to say no, let her. And I just continue buying the water for and let her do her thing.
You know, that's what I love because there's so much genuineness in this, and you can see how happy it makes her. And you know, I should have known I'd love this girl already because she has purple, and that's one of my favorite colors. So, what do you want to tell to people in St. Lucia and beyond who are watching right now?
I would just like to tell them that if they happen to pass by and they see me giving water, they don't have to be hesitant of taking a bottle of water. It's their choice. They don't have to take it. They don't have to say yes. They don't have to give me money because I don't accept money personally. If people would like to sponsor me by buying cases of water or something, yes, because I was planning to write a letter to Blue Waters, but then I got caught up and I didn't have time to write it. So all I would like to say is that the people don't need to be, they don't need to be, hesitant or anything. They don't need to be afraid. I'm here. I'm giving water for free. I'll be doing it for a long time to come.
So, on that note, everybody, look out for Jada's community service. Who knows how it's going to evolve? I see a young philanthropist right here in front of me. So, your future is bright. The energy is so good and positive right now. And, message of the day, the message on the win today, let us be willing and ready to receive kindness and pay it forward. So, thank you so much.